The late Bertie Graham said that from birth, children have 30 to 70% of their understanding, and by the age of 3, they develop the other 30%. So from a very early age, children are aware of the environment and their surroundings, even if they cannot relate such to us. So it's therefore imperative that parents look for early signs and know the stages that children go through in order they can help them along. And if there are any problems, that early prognosis and early testing can help rectify or eliminate this problem altogether. According to Piaget, the early stages of development, which is the sensory motor stage, children learn through their senses. And if you're aware, you will see the child at 3 months old, his head is constantly moving. If you just have a curtain or a mobile and the child follows the movement of that, that can tell you if the child seeing is okay. Because if you have an object that is moving to and fro in front of the child and his eyes are not following that object, you know that he has a problem with his sight. Early detection can help rectify the situation. Also with the sense of sound. When there is a sudden noise or movement in the house, the child will also respond to this. If you see that you make loud sounds suddenly and the child does not respond and there is no reflection, like for example, if it tenses up or sometimes it even cries aloud, you know too that that can be a sign that there's a problem with the child and his hearing. Same with the sense of touch. When you touch a child, it should respond if it feels things like it rabble at things and like to hold them and put them in your mouth. For a child, the early sense of detection is putting things in their mouth, and that's where they get their sense of touch because the mouth is more advanced at that stage. So those are the 3 signs parents can look for at early in a child's development to see if they're progressing at a normal rate. Sometimes there are just little minor issues that can be dealt with if they are early detected. If not, if parents don't recognize this and they allow the problem to continue, then that is where it escalates and can become very serious, or permanent damage to the child's sensory organs can take place. So there are signs that parents should look for, and every now and then, even for sense of heat, you can put the child near something warm, and if you see that it does not pull away from that warm object, you know that there's a problem there with detecting the heat. Because when a child goes near to a stove at an early age, it should want to pull away instead of advancing towards a stove or a warm iron. That's a test that you can do to see if the children's sense of feeling is intact. The one with the sound, if you clap, just a simple clap near to the child's ears, and you find that the child does not respond to it, then you know that you should get the hearing check. And the same way for the eyes. If you have a mobile or something, you just take a little object and dangle it in front of the child. If he does not reach for it, or if his eyes does not follow that object, you know then that you need to get his eyes checked. Sometimes these are just little minor issues which can be dealt with, but if undetected and go without being if the doctor is not given the early opportunity to look where you can put preventions in place and to correct the situation, then they can cause permanent damage to the child. Parents also should find courses. There's a course that is being offered at Pardos which help parents to become better parents. Some parents don't know how to respond to children's needs. Some parents don't know how. Like for example, every time a baby cries, it doesn't mean that it's hungry or the pamper is wet. Sometimes they just need to be hugged and hold. Some children, after lying the whole day in the cradle, they need to feel the warmth of the parent. So it's best that parents sometimes just take that child, and that is where bonding between the mother and the child, or the father and the child, can take place. I would encourage all parents to get in contact with Pardos and see if the program is still being offered, because it is a great opportunity where you as a parent can interact, and when you go up there you also learn from other parents how they deal with issues and situations which you may be having and do not know how to handle them.